Hello guys, and welcome back to another part of Inquisitor playthrough with me, Risco Loco. And carrying on from where we left off, we shall speak to Thale Breachold. Hello Knight, how do you do? Did you bring me that potion from Herbalist Wortentrod which I asked you for? Not yet, good man. What can I do? But I hope you will be successful. I need it badly. Trust me. I need to talk to you for a moment. What do you actually deal with? What do I deal with? Science, Knight. Astrology and alchemy above all. If it does ring a bell to you. Well, aren't these rather heretic schools of thought being in conflict with God? If you think so, you should have woken up years ago, Knight. Alchemy is a royal science and it undergoes unprecedented growth and renaissance. It doesn't contradict neither God, the faith, nor the church. It simply allows a different, deeper outlook of the world God created around us. And besides, if God didn't want us to investigate his creation, surely he wouldn't give us the ability to learn new things, don't you think? Well, this is rather bold polemic, but I guess you're probably right on the common level. Do you think God exists? If God exists, what kind of question is that, Knight? Of course God exists. What do you think of the crisis that's spreading through the realm? You ask me what do I think about the events that have been happening in our realm since the Star of Doom appeared in the sky. I'm not a theologist, Knight, so I'm not able to tell whether it's a sign of the end of the world or it isn't. In my opinion, people believe too much in what they see, without trying to find some explanation for it. They just accept the first thing which comes on their little minds to start a lament immediately. The science is different. The science proceeds systematically and searches for the facts to separate superstitions from reality, but hardly anyone acts like that. That is why so many people believe that the end of the world is coming. And what do you think about it? As I have said, I observe and evaluate the facts, but I haven't come to any conclusions yet. We will see how this situation will develop. What monsters may I come across here? The abundance of monsters in these regions may surprise you. Local people say that earlier only some types of hellspawns and unrighteous creatures were found around Hillbrant, like for example Plecotus gigantus or Aranus diabolicus, and from time to time Trollus vulgus came down from the Moonshine Mountains. But since the scourges of God and the appearance of the Star of Doom in the sky, various types of godless monsters are bustling here. Some of them I would recently call rare or even completely unknown or forgotten. Orcus cursius, Homobolus, Bulcus, and many others. The presence in such quantities proves that the equivalence of power has been violated recently for some reason. Oh, thanks. I'm searching for heretics here in Hillbrant. Do you suspect anyone? I don't suspect anyone of heresy, Knight. At least I do not have any reasonable suspicion. I'm not interested in other people much, because it distracts me from my research, and there is so little time. Of course, I have heard the rumours about Master Edmund Diavius. He is supposed to be the one who let the orcs into the town when they attacked lately, but I haven't seen him myself doing anything of that kind, so I cannot judge him. Has anything unusual happened in Hillbrant lately? Has anything unusual happened recently? Yes, something very strange happened. Not long ago, when I did regular measurements of the power around Hillbrant, I registered a sharp increase. I was totally astonished, although substantial fluctuations in the Earth magic aura have occurred several times over the last few years. But I haven't seen such a sharp increase of power yet, and during the following night a wild storm was unleashed. No one in the city remembers such a powerful storm. Originally, I wanted to go out and try to draw a part of the unleashed power for my needs, but I changed my mind in the end. Why? Actually, so much dark side power was unleashed that it would have dismembered me to pieces, should I have tried to grasp it. People believe that the gates of hell itself were opened that night, and the hellspawns carpeted about in the sky in wild, unhallowed dances. I am a scientist, so I hesitate to believe such rumours, but something very dangerous occurred out there. I wonder what unleashed such a storm, and above all, what unleashed such an incredible increase in power? What is the power you're talking about? Have you read the book by Alberto Murray, Tractis de la Pura Materia? Regrettably not. Then come after you have studied it in detail, until you understand that excellent work and all it deals with. I won't be able to tell you my opinion on what power is. What do you know about the fallen angel Arthemon? Fallen angel Arthemon? Why? Why do you ask me about him, knight? Because I'm interested in him, good man. Is there any problem in it? Oh no, surely there isn't. So according to the scriptures, he was one of the 3 fallen angels who were thrown down from the God's realm of heaven, together with Satan, for the sins committed against God's commandments. Arthemon constitutes total physical destruction and annihilation, the end of the whole existence. According to my research, his analogy exists also in other religions. For example, Elene-enthroned pagan nations called him Damned Flame, because they likened him to a fire which burns both live and dead into the dust. Well, do you think that it's possible to invoke Arthemon? Bring him into this world? I don't think so. After all, the church tenet says that invocation of the fallen angels is impossible through the protective shield of our true faith in God the Almighty. Because of that, the fallen angels cannot get into the world of mortals, and so they send lower demons and various hellish minions and tempters instead of themselves. Thank you. Are there any legends or myths connected to Hillbrant or its surrounding? I'm a scientist knight, not a folk poet nor a wandering minstrel, so not interested at all in legends and myths. Such things are a waste of time. Do you happen to know anything about the death of Merchant Kurtholomir? I don't know anything about that inconspicuous case of Merchant Olomir's murder, knight. Only that it all happened some time ago in the attic of Joseph Truthorn's tavern. That's all, farewell. Okay guys, so we have to get a potion for sale from Word and Trot, she was somewhere in this town. I can't remember where. That was Flitz. Susan Bruckner. It's a commoner. Still trying to find this Word and Trot. Okay. The church bells are ringing. Oh, yeah, she is. Hello, knight. I hesitate to ask if you've already found my lost herbarium. Not yet, good woman. Never mind, hopefully you'll find it. Can I do something for you? The story goes that you brew a potion for yourself that prolongs your life. No, that's untrue. I don't do anything like that. Who told it you? It was the astrologer Thale Brechtold. The old rotten plotter. It's just like him. He set you on to me to get the potion for himself. Am I right? So you confess that you have the potion? Oh yes, I have such a potion indeed. Then give it to me at once. Here it is, knight, but believe me, you don't do it well to associate with persons like that Thale Brechtold. Goodbye. Okay, so let's take him the potion. I wish there was a way you could run. Where was he? Up here, I believe. Where's he gone? There he is. Hello, knight. How do you do? Did you bring me that potion from Herbalist Wurtentrod, which I asked you for? Yes, I brought you that potion. Here it is. Great. Finally, I don't have to be afraid of old age, and I can go on with my discoveries. Many thanks to you, knight. Apart from the pouch of gold as a sign of my respect, I can offer you also a horoscope compilation for your services, if you are interested. That sounds interesting. I accept. In that case, let's see. What does the stars say about your destiny? We have year 1223. There is a strong position of Aprion in the constellation of Dragon. This predicts nothing good on its own, but it depends on your stars and the constellation. We will start with your year of birth, which you will write down on this piece of paper for me. Thanks. Now, tell me, in what sign are you born, knight? Gonna go with wolf. Well, really interesting. When I take into account the influence of Tanarus and Menace orbit, the location of Gion and Rethys, and bring it all to the astrological map, remarkable things come out. I haven't seen such a constellation for a long time in my troth. So, what do the stars say about my destiny? It seems that you will live very short, knight. I'm really sorry. Ithiel lies in the shadow of the moon's Zunt, and that predicts early death. On the other hand, the planet Canithris is in the Sage constellation, which means that your deeds are able to influence the surrounding world, fundamentally, I might add. In what sense? That depends on you. You will either follow the orbit of Daenerys, and that means good, or you set out for the orbit of Alherm, and that means evil. In both cases, I can see you will meet many important personalities, which ordinary people cannot meet, even in your short lifetime. But you will also meet the treachery and terrible evil, which will devour you 3 times and kill you once. If I were you, I would pay attention to what I say, to whom and where I set out to go. Thanks. Do the stars tell you something else about my destiny? No, knight, that's all. Interesting. Thank you, good man. I wonder to what extent your horoscope will come true. Okay. I don't think we could go in here before. Let's try again. No, okay. So it's locked. Okay, let's have a quick look at that. Quick look at our quests. Spells and skills, journal. Okay. Right. Let's have a look around the rest of the town. I don't think I've been in the church yet. Welcome to Hillbrand, my son. I was informed that you are about to arrive. I'm glad nothing bad befell you during your journey. It is very dangerous to travel in the realm these difficult times. It's especially dangerous here in the north. I am Bishop Valerian, and I hold the office of Inquisitorial Judge with the delegated rights of a Curial Inquisitor here in Hillbrand. It's an honor to meet you, Your Honor. To be honest, at first, I wasn't too glad you would arrive here in Hillbrand. The Holy Office is able to take care of the matters by heresy by itself, even here in this god-forsaken part of the realm. But then I decided I could use your services. It would be a nice proof that the Holy Office has no secret before the Brotherhood of the Righteous, and is able to cooperate with it. And it seems that we will be rather busy here. I was sent here together with my brothers by the Glatsburg Curial Inquisitoria Tranquillus to investigate the local crimes. We arrived here just after snow thawed, and the roads became at least a little bit passable. Immediately after our arrival, I realized that the town was in grave danger and that there wasn't any time to waste. How is this possible? What happened? It's obvious that somebody has been invoking dark powers, my son. some perverse heretics are trying to destroy that what was firm for centuries. There's been evil gathering around the town, and it doesn't seem it would be willing to back off. Someone's been attracting, luring, and encouraging it. Only God can know the plans of those heretics. Anyway, I'm sure that it won't be doing anything good. Well, what happened in Hillbrant anyway? Monsters came, my son. Infernal creatures known only from the worst nightmares. Hideous hellspawns crawling from the deepest holes on the surface, spinning their dark webs around the town. At first only cattle from the pastures occasionally went missing. Then people who were unlucky enough to stay outside the town walls after dusk started to disappear. Nobody has seen them ever since. And then came the terrible blow, and the miners in the iron mines got slaughtered, and the village of Asherbolt was razed to the ground. There were only a few survivors who were able to tell about the atrocities they witnessed. Who razed the village? Orcs, my son. I know how absurd it might sound. Those infernal servants of chaos were mentioned only in the legends from the times of the fall of the pagan realms of inhuman races. Nevertheless, it seems somebody had those legends revived. By all accounts, orcs came somewhere from the infernal depths beneath the Moonshine Mountains. According to the recent reports of the iron mines, huge underground holes were found while mining in the lowest levels of the mines. Nobody knew then that the greenskins would come from there. How is it possible that beings of the ancient times could appear in our world? I don't doubt that heretics are responsible, my son. Somebody managed to open the gates of hell and brought legions of those cursed beasts that had served well their lords of chaos in the past, carrying out the destructive will, obliterating everything. Only God knows how many of the heretics managed to summon, and how many of them remain in the dark, deep caverns under the Moonshine Mountains. They've managed to take control of the iron mines and of the foothills of the Moonshine Mountains. Since then, a black smoke has been fuming from there. Nobody knows what infernal plots they are forging down there, but just the image is enough to make me despair. We must reveal and convict the heretics responsible for the mayhem and prevent them from carrying out their monstrous plans. Fortunately, we have already had a suspect. According to the investigation, it seems beyond doubt that he's guilty. We just need to gather enough evidence against him. Really, who is it, if I may ask? It is Master Edmund Diavius, the superior of the Hillbrant chapter of the Brotherhood of the Righteous. Yes, you've heard right. I know that it sounds crazy, nevertheless. It seems beyond doubt that he was the one who summoned the orcs and other hellspawns, and who's using them to pursue his shameful goals, which exchange for his holy mission and protection of divine order. He swore to uphold in his monastic oath. As you could see, it's a rather delicate matter that will test your real aims. Either you'll try to enforce justice, or your actual intentions will come out. Brotherhood of the Righteous, I don't believe one of the highest ranking paladins of your order would descend to something like that. Your reaction is understandable. Masters of the Brotherhood of the Righteous are subject only to the Grand Master of the Order and to his seneschal, whatever that says. They indirectly wield the Grand Master's powers, and at first Master Edmund Diavius seemed to me to be an honest and devout man, led by the noblest notions. That's why I'd hesitate to believe the result of the investigation. If we lived in normal times, how could such a noble man be controlled by devilish temptations? Nonetheless, considering the current situation. What do you mean? I mean the shameful, heretical conspiracy of the Brotherhood. You must have heard about this. You're one of them, the highest officials of the Brotherhood, led by Grand Master Chief Christopher himself, openly came out against the Holy Office. They probably want to persuade His Highness Edward II to restrain our jurisdiction and powers. Why would they do that? Your superiors reputedly claim that the Brotherhood of the Righteous had been responsible for carrying out justice since times immemorial. Not such a long time ago they had jurisdiction over all the estates of the realm, including the clergy. Nevertheless, after the realm was struck by the scourges of God and heretic intrigues began to develop into armed revolts, our Holy Mother Church persuaded King Edward to entrust the Holy Office with the investigation of heresy and to give it, in the matters connected with the heresy, jurisdiction over all the estates of the realm, including the knightly order of the Brotherhood of the Righteous. Well, it was the only way to uproot heresy from the entire society. Nevertheless, the Brotherhood of the Righteous opposes the decision and tries to procure restrictions of the powers of the Holy Office. Your superiors are accusing us of pursuing their own interests and of misusing the powers entrusted to us for performing shameful deeds. They're trying to blacken us and to cast doubt upon our holy mission, which was entrusted to us not only by the King, but also by God himself. What insolence. Oh, what a text. Why would they do something like that? Because they're afraid that their own crimes the Order has been keeping secret for so long could be revealed. I trust many paladins are loyal to the King and to God, but I doubt about the superiors of the Order. They're trying to prevent Inquisitors from revealing what they're doing in their impregnable fortress in that citadel. They're not willing to let the truth appear and to risk that they will be rightly punished in front of the face of God. But that's where they're wrong, my son. The culprits are not going to avoid justice, and people like you and me will see to that. They're going to face divine justice, and Master Edmund Diavius will be the first. Why do you think the heretic you're looking for here in Hillbrant is exactly Edmund Diavius? Because the night when the Greenskins attacked the town, Edmund Diavius was allegedly seen opening one of the town gates for those infernal monsters. Preliminary investigation proved that it was most likely him indeed who let them into the town, allowing them to carry out their heinous, destructive task. That leads me to your mission, my son. Find out if the accusation is based on truth, and if so, arrest Master Edmund Diavius. As soon as you manage to do so, hand him over to Sheriff Canterbury, and then seek me out. We'll then discuss what to do next. I believe that Master Edmund Diavius was ordered to perpetrate those crimes by somebody from the Brotherhood of the Righteous. I must know who it was. We must crush their conspiracy and justly punish all perpetrators. I see, Your Honour. I'll start my investigation immediately. Wait a moment, my dear son. To pursue your investigation, you'll need a bit more appropriate equipment. Keep in mind that from now on you'll be exposed to many a danger, thus you should be well prepared to face them. Here's a pouch of gold. It should be enough to buy basic equipment. Take my advice, use the money wisely. Thank you, Your Honour. Okay, so we got some gold. Let's have a look. $2,159. Okay, so we've got armor, but we can't equip it yet because it hasn't been identified. Okay. Welcome to Hillbrant, my son. I am happy I may welcome another faithful man, and moreover a member of the Brotherhood of the Righteous here, particularly in such hard times. The crimes that occurred in our diocese are horrible. Even though we live at the very borders of the realm, our Bishop Quintinus was always able to set things right. His sincerity and determination could open the hearts of the most stubborn sinners. And now we have to witness people being seduced by infernal forces and throwing away what poor Bishop was trying to establish here. Who are you? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Dominicus, and I belong to the local diocese. I help Bishop Quintinus in his difficult job. What is your mission here, Father? Thanks to my powers given to me by our gracious Lord, I can heal both body and soul. I can also make a lot of various potions, and besides serving God, I serve many common ceremonies expected from a person of my status. I serve the masses, christenings, confessionals, weddings. There are so many things I should find time for, but I have none. Did you say poor Bishop Quintinus? What do you mean? Did anything happen to him? You don't know, son? Oh, of course, you are new here. Bishop Quintinus, heaven have mercy with him, has been missing. He disappeared during the recent orc attack on the town. Everybody thinks the beast killed the bishop, but I don't believe it because his body was never found. They found blood in the church where he was attacked, but that doesn't prove anything. It looks like the bishop was fighting hard with the orcs. Do you think they kept him alive? Yes, I'm positive, unlike the others. If they wanted to simply kill him, they would have probably leave his body at the place. I think the bishop was kidnapped and he must be helped. If he's still alive, I'm going to get him back. If he's not, I will avenge his death. Is it so, son? Would you do it for him? Blessed be thy name then, son. You are an example of a true faithful. I am confident your deeds will be rewarded with success. I know Bishop Quintinus hasn't passed away. We'll see. Yes, you're right. Can I do anything for you now? Do you need healing? Can I make a potion or a scroll? I'd like to buy some potions and scrolls. Okay, let's see if he's got identify. Bless. Holy water. Potion of strength. Shield of faith. Lightning protection. Crucifixion. Insight. By the insight one. And how do I use it? Okay, let's have a look in our inventory. Learn a new spell. Spells and skills. Insight. This spell temporarily increases perception of the target by 2 and spell penetration by 1. Any being can be the target of this spell. The reaction bonus increases with the mastery level of the caster. Also, regeneration of mana is faster. One of the miracles most recently described in the Holy Scripture is insight. It is an ability the prophets had to uncover pretense and hidden traps of both human and infernal origin with a single look. But throughout the studies of the phenomena and many experiments, the thinkers who were focusing on this area of magic found a formula which gives one the insight ability similar to the ability described in the Holy Scripture. Okay. Anything else? Bless. Okay, we got that. Okay, so we need to see if we can get us some identify scroll, and also we need some weapons. I'd like to see your goods. Ooh. Buy, sell, identify. Identify. 86. And 86. 13 to experience, 24 to confusion immunity, 27 to armor class against missiles. Okay, and dagger. Sanctified dagger, plus 50% damage inflicted to undead. Cool. Steel, no, we don't want to steal. Ooh, 3,123 Scholar's Belt. Belt of Fear immunity. Gabriel's Belt of Divine Power. Solid Faith. Okay, let's get a helmet. And some gloves. Okay, we're all set. Enough strength. Right, let's equip what we've got here. Just put the gloves on. And the shield. And helm. Chest plate. And boots. And dagger. I guess we can sell these two. Okay. Oh, she's got new stuff now, look. Full metal mail. Oh. Right, let's sell that. And that. And... I'm going to move my... potion of healing. Ah, no, I didn't want to use it. Damn it. Give me one of those. Oh, more than one. I want to put it on my hot bar. How do I put it on the hot bar? Okay. Right, put it on my hot bar. There. Right then. Oh, we've got some armor now anyway. Just check if there's anywhere else we haven't been in the town. Let's have a look outside. See if we can fight some things. Oh, there's some bat. Oh, they're coming. Yeah, level up. Awesome. Right, can't read the sign. Oh, there's someone near, look. Oh, is he an enemy or? Oh, Edmund Diavius. Who are you, brother? You must be new here in Hillbrand. I don't remember having the privilege of meeting you before. Just so, brother. I am new in Hillbrand, and who are you? My name is Edmund Diavius, and I'm the superior of Hillbrand chapter of the Brotherhood of the Righteous. Do you know you're suspected of heresy and conspiring against God and the King? Yes, I'm perfectly aware of that. Blah, 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 blah. Yes, I'm perfectly aware of that, and I presume you must have been entrusted to find evidence against me and prove me guilty of heresy. You could say that. In that case, I must repeat to you what I've already told to Inquisitorial Prosecutor Jeremiah when he came to interrogate me. I'm innocent. I committed no crime which I could confess before God or before any of the secular or ecclesiastical court. So I swear by all which is sacred to me. So how could it happen that you were suspected of heresy? Allegedly, it was you that let the Orcs into town during the assault on Hillbrand. My defence against this false allegation is simple, brother, although hardly believable. At the moment of that insidious attack of the Greenskins on the town, I was not in Hillbrand. Hence the person cited when allowing Orcs to enter the town could not be me. It had to be someone just pretending to be me. And where were you then? What happened? The day before that night's attack on Hillbrand, I got an anonymous message. Someone told me to come to the Dragon Rock in the evening. The message promised me I would learn some information about heretics, and that I have been searching for in vain for some time. It should have struck me. It's a trap, but I really needed the hint for my investigation, as I was in the deadlock. So, Carelessly I went to the place of the meeting. I was ready for all things possible, but the web of infernal magic had devoured me before I could do anything. Only then I realized my error, and when I fell into a devilish world of nightmares, it was already too late. I will not try to convey to you what I had dreamed during that deep and corrupted sleep. It was a terrible nightmare full of cruelty and bizarreness of the worst sort. When I awoke, I was sick and exhausted. I had no idea I spent full 3 days there. What do you think happened to you, Master? It's certain I fell victim to a conspiracy. First, I had no idea why the heretics didn't kill me outright, if they made such an effort to lure me out of the town and blind me with magic. But I found out shortly later, after I returned into the town, people were afraid of me, crossed themselves and closed their doors before me. In no time I was met by an inquisitorial prosecutor, and I'm told I'm suspected of conspiring against God and the King. He asked me to surrender willingly to the Inquisition and subject myself to investigation. I knew that he had found enough evidence against me, he would just seize me, so I refused. Although in doing so I made myself disreputable, it's not a good idea to let oneself be inquired by the Inquisition. I, Master of the Brotherhood of the Righteous, authorized by God and the King to prosecute and combat all evil and unjust, was accused of conspiring with the powers of hell in order to overthrow the King's rule in Hillbrant. Why would somebody try to defame you in such a way? Defame? No, brother. Someone is trying to destroy me. He tries to bring me to the court so I can be executed for heresy and for high treason. And I know very well the reason. When all those strange things started happening in Hillbrant, I immediately conceived that there would be some connection. First it was the murder of Kurt Ollomere to the merchant. He was quite an eccentric man and traded everything possible, maybe even occult items, strictly forbidden by the church. I think he was murdered because of some item he possessed and didn't want to sell, or the murderer wanted to stop him from telling someone that he should not be told. Not long after that young Baroness Gwen von Whale died, I've never concealed my suspicion she did not die a natural death. She was young, fresh as a flower and vigorous. I liked her very much. Despite of that, she died under unexplainable circumstances, and in the twinkling of an eye, her body vanished from the grave. Why should have these two crimes anything common? Why what? That makes sense. I think it's meant to mean why have these two crimes. No, I don't know. Call it an intuition, brother. During those long 20 years I've been serving in the Brotherhood, I learned to trust my intuition. Those two crimes are connected, I can swear on it, and that's why I investigated both cases together. Although in the case of the merchant Ollomere's murder I was clueless, and when searching for thieves of Gwen von Whale's body I managed to find a witness. It was Bishop Quintinus, and he contacted me himself. He told me that one night in the graveyard he whispered a group of heretics stealing the body of a young baroness, and he even recognized one of them. Really? And who was it? I could not believe it at first, but Bishop Quintinus was positive he recognized Linda van Gallaghen, wife of the Royal Vice-Governor of Hillbrant, Baron Robert van Gallaghen. I decided to question her, but she refused to cooperate and moreover threatened me that if I would bother her with such nonsense she would complain to her husband, and through him to Duke Weinberg. It reassured me in my intent to find out what was Baroness to do with this matter. But then the things I've already told you about happened. It was before I managed to advance with this investigation. Moreover, Bishop Quintinus disappeared without a trace during the August assault on the town, and I became suspicious of his kidnapping as well. It's all slowly beginning to fit together. Surely the bishop was kidnapped so he could not bespeak against Baroness Linda van Gallaghen, and I was to be accused of heresy, just because I revealed the heretics. Don't you understand, brother? It is a conspiracy. If any well might be so, master. The only question is, who is the culprit? What if you are lying and trying to send me on a false trail? In that case, I do not doubt you will soon make it out yourself. But if you already care about justice, find out who is behind all those crimes which took place in Hillbrant and which even may not be all known to me. I'm sure that the murder of Curtholmia the merchant, the obscure death of poor Gwen von Wheel, the theft of her body and the kidnapping of Bishop Quintinus are connected, and that Baroness Linda van Galligan is mixed up in them. If you could find the real culprit behind all these impities, you would also purge my name. If I may advise you, go talk to the beggar Flitz. He hangs about the town tavern all the time, and so he could see something important the night Olmir the merchant was murdered. Though he told me he saw nothing, you may have better luck. Culprits of the crimes in Hillbrand will be uncovered. I will take care of that. Thank you for the advice. Excellent, brother. I hope your investigation will have better results than mine. But I'd like to ask you for one more favour. When I was lying by the Dragon Rock bound by the infernal magic of the heretics, my paladin sword disappeared. It's an unspeakable dishonour to me, and I want it back at any cost. Could you look for it, brother? What will you offer me for my services, master? What? A knight of the Brotherhood the Righteous cares more about his personal benefit than about administering justice and catching criminals. In that case, I'm not surprised God turned his face away from the realm. You're making me sick, brother. I'm sorry, but it does not seem to me as the best idea to help a man suspicious of a heresy to obtain a weapon. I will look for your sword, master. That thief will be smitten by rightful punishment. Thank you, brother. I will be greatly indebted and regretted. Again, my words mixed up. Thank you, brother. I will be greatly indebted to you if you succeed. You are welcome, master. Farewell. Where's he going? Back to his campfire, is he? Okay, so we got one to talk to Flitz next. Let's kill some more bats. Why don't I use these? I'm gonna have to have a look up on how to use the spells in a sec. Where was that Flitz? I think he was down by there he is. Okay guys, well, I'm going to finish the video here. I'm starting to get my words muddled up now, so I'm going to leave it for now, and I shall see you next time for more Inquisitor. Hope you're enjoying this Let's Play, and it is really heavy text in it, so there's a lot to read, but I hope you're enjoying it, and thanks for watching. I shall see you next time.